There's a new word you need to know. Sloperator. It's a portmanteau of slop and operator. Someone who operates AI-generated slop without actually thinking. Right now, the workforce is splitting into two tiers. Tier 1, Orchestrators. People who use AI strategically and remain irreplaceable. Tier 2, Sloperators. People who've become extensions of the AI, doing low cognitive work that's about to be fully automated. The timeline? 18 months. In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify which tier you're in, what the automation wave looks like, and exactly how to become an orchestrator before the window closes. Let's start with the data. MIT, Carnegie Mellon, and consulting firms like McKinsey are all seeing the same pattern. Workers using AI are bifurcating into two distinct groups. Group 1 uses AI to augment strategic work. They're making decisions, asking better questions, doing higher-order thinking. These are orchestrators. Group 2 uses AI to automate execution. They're copy-pasting outputs, managing prompts, doing AI babysitting. These are Sloperators. So what defines a Sloperator? 3 characteristics. 1. They use AI as a replacement for thinking, not an augmentation of thinking. They ask ChatGPT, "What should I do?" instead of "Help me evaluate these options." 2. Their primary job function has become AI supervision, checking outputs, reformatting text, making sure the AI didn't hallucinate. 3. If you remove the AI, they couldn't do the work anymore. The AI isn't helping them, it's replaced them. Here's why this matters urgently. Sloperator work is the easiest to automate. If your job is to take AI output, clean it up and deliver it, that's not a job. That's a temporary gap in the automation pipeline. The moment AI gets good enough to go from task to delivery without human oversight, Sloperators disappear. So, what's the timeline? Industry consensus is 18 months before we see significant Sloperator automation. Not full AGI, not robots taking over, just the specific automation of low cognitive AI supervision roles. If your job is to prompt ChatGPT, check the output, fix the formatting, and hit send, there are already tools in beta that do that without you. What gets automated first? 3 categories. 1. Content formatting and cleanup. If your job is to make AI-generated text sound human, that's going away. New models already do that. 2. Prompt management. If you're copy-pasting the same prompts with minor variations, that's a script, not a skill. 3. Quality checking AI outputs. AI checking AI is already more accurate than human checking AI in most domains. So what doesn't get automated? 3 things. Judgment in ambiguous situations. AI is great when there's a clear right answer. When there isn't, when you're making calls based on incomplete information, organizational politics, or human nuance, that's human territory. Relationship management. Clients, stakeholders, cross-functional teams. AI can't navigate that. Strategic thinking. Deciding what problems to solve, not just solving them. So how do you know which tier you're in? 3 diagnostic questions. Question 1. When you use AI, are you asking it to think for you or to help you think? Write this email versus here are 3 approaches to this email. Help me identify which one addresses the client's unstated concern. The first is Sloperator behavior. Question 2. Could you do your current work at a reasonable level if AI disappeared tomorrow? If the answer is yes, just slower, you're an orchestrator. AI is a tool. If the answer is no, I'd be lost, you're a Sloperator. AI is not your tool. You're its interface. Question 3. When you deliver work, is your value add I supervise the AI? Or I made a strategic judgment that AI can't make? If a client asks, "Why do I need you?" what's your answer? I make sure the AI output is clean is a Sloperator answer. That's a temporary gap. I decided which problem to solve based on your business context is an Orchestrator answer. That's irreplaceable. So, if you've identified that you're in the Sloperator tier, how do you transition? Strategy 1. Shift from what questions to why and which questions. Don't ask AI, what should I write? Ask, why might approach A resonate better than approach B with this stakeholder? Train yourself to use AI as an analysis partner, not an answer machine. Strategy 2. Deliberately practice doing your core work manually at least once a week. If you're a writer, write one piece without AI. If you're an analyst, build one model by hand. If you're a strategist, develop one framework from scratch. This isn't about rejecting AI. It's about maintaining the foundational skills, so AI remains your tool, not your replacement. Strategy 3. Invest your career development time in the 3 skills AI can't automate: judgment, relationships, and strategy. If you're spending your learning budget on how to write better prompts, you're training to be a better Sloperator. If you're spending it on how to navigate executive stakeholders or how to make decisions with incomplete information, you're training to be an Orchestrator. Here's what companies are starting to realize. They don't need more people who can use ChatGPT. Everyone can use ChatGPT. They need people who know what to ask ChatGPT, people who can evaluate AI outputs in business context, people who can make judgment calls AI can't make. The job descriptions are already changing. AI native is the new baseline. The differentiator is strategic thinking. And here's the uncomfortable part. The salary gap between orchestrators and sloperators is already forming. Early data shows orchestrators commanding 40 to 60% higher compensation than sloperators doing equivalent output volume. Why? Because volume is no longer the scarce resource. Judgment is. We're seeing what I call demand inversion. 3 years ago, companies wanted people who could produce volume, analysts who could build 50 models, writers who could write 100 articles. Now, they want people who can decide which one model to build or which one article to write. Discernment is more valuable than production. If your resume highlights how much you produce, you're marketing yourself as a Sloperator. So here's your 18-month action plan to become an orchestrator. Months 1 to 6, audit your current work. What percentage is strategic judgment versus AI supervision? If it's above 60% supervision, you're at risk. Start shifting your daily questions from what to why and which. Retrain your relationship with AI from answer machine to analysis partner. Months 7 through 12. Build your orchestrator portfolio. You need proof. Don't just say, I make strategic decisions. Document one. Show the decision tree, the trade-offs you evaluated, the judgment call you made that AI couldn't. One well-documented strategic decision is worth more than 100 I supervised AI outputs bullet points. Months 13 to 18. Reposition yourself. Update your LinkedIn, your resume, your internal reputation. Stop saying, I use AI to be more productive. Start saying, I make strategic calls AI can't make, and use AI to accelerate execution. The first positions you as a Sloperator. The second positions you as an orchestrator. If you are interested in following us and learning and understanding more about AI, subscribe to the channel. You can also help others find this video and our channel by hitting that like button. And to make sure you don't miss any of the incredible videos we publish on this channel, ring that notification bell. So here's the bottom line. The 2-tier workforce is already forming. Orchestrators who use AI strategically and remain irreplaceable. Sloperators who've become AI babysitters and are about to be automated. The timeline is 18 months. By September 2027, Sloperator roles will be largely automated. The window to transition is right now. If you audit your work and find you're spending 60% plus of your time supervising AI, that's not a career. It's a temporary gap in the automation pipeline. Shift your questions from what to why and which. Maintain manual capability through weekly practice. Invest in the 3 skills AI can't automate: judgment, relationships, strategy. Build a portfolio of strategic decisions AI couldn't make. Reposition yourself around irreplaceable value. And if you're implementing AI in your organization and want to make sure you're building orchestrators, not sloperators, subscribe. We're building the blueprint for strategic AI adoption.